To claim that there may very well not be any children who were actually born from Meghan's body is not anti-Meghan Markle fantasy, come on. We're not even saying necessarily that there aren't any kids, but if there are any, they came from a surrogate, or perhaps they were even adopted. We're just saying that it's very improbable that Meghan actually gave birth. We shouldn't have to include any photos that may be considered as evidence that Meghan never carried a child, but we've got at least a couple that make the pregnancy very strange. Now, aside from a few photos of Archie in South Africa when they met Desmond Tutu, and naturally Meghan reading to Archie on his first birthday, there haven't been any photos of the child's face. And when it comes to DECISIVE, well, there has not been a single photo except that 2021 Christmas card when both kids could easily have been paid actors, especially the little boy. I mean, he looked very mature for his age. Supposedly, he was only 2.5, but he looked a lot older. Some people may be buying into this narrative that they're just a normal, happy family of 4. But still, even if you believe that, forgive those of us who doubt that Meghan Markle was really pregnant. There is no proof that the kids are not real. But on the other hand, there is also no proof that they are real. And if you disagree with people who doubt this pregnancy, just look at the evidence. For example, Harry, on the day of Archie's birth, telling reporters that he didn't realize how much babies can change in only a couple of weeks. Or how could we forget that Meghan was supposedly in labor when she had already given birth? That in spite of claiming the baby was born in the Portland hospital, there is simply no record of his delivery. And there's also no record at the Lindo wing of St. Mary's, Paddington, where Catherine gave birth to all 3 of her children. Or how could we forget the fact that the doctor who Meghan claimed delivered Archie was, according to the husband of this doctor, on vacation overseas with him, so it's impossible that she was there. And as for DECISIVE, well, Meghan has claimed that she was delivered in Santa Barbara Hospital, but there was not a single baby born there on that day. And why is it that when the media started digging, started asking questions, did Meghan's doctor, the one who was allegedly in charge of her pregnancy, all of a sudden decide to close up shop, leaving her poor pregnant patients without a doctor? There are just too many questions and too few answers for kids to be confirmed and verified. And until there is real hard proof that the children do exist, many people are naturally going to continue to doubt their existence. And other people may concede that there probably are kids, but that Meghan did not give birth to the kids. I hope that answers some of your questions. I mean, you can choose to believe whatever you want to, but still, this is a very strange conundrum that continues to this day. See, the thing I can't get over is that actually Meghan Markle and Harry have a very good reason to lie about this situation. See, Meghan needs to hide the fact that they came from surrogates if she wants the kids to be in the line of succession, because essentially they're not useful if they're not. In spite of Harry whining about being stuck in this toxic family, I'm sure that he would not turn down the crown if, because of some tragedy, he or his children were to accede. And to me, that's a perfect explanation for why Meghan and Harry don't want to admit surrogacy if that's what really happened. But at the end of the day, Harry is wasting his time. The people of the UK would rather just give up their monarchy than have Harry or Meghan on the throne, or either kid. There is plenty of reason for doubt, and I don't think the parents are going to be able to provide the necessary DNA to prove it one way or the other. If you ask me, the children should be taken off of the line of succession until the parents can prove that they really were born of Meghan's body and that they really have Harry's DNA. And maybe it really is just that the two of them are so paranoid they believe somebody's going to try and kidnap the kids if they're ever seen out and about without a security guy along with them. I don't think that's going to happen, but I guess stranger things have occurred over the years. And we already know Harry hates the media, he hates paparazzi, so it could be that they're hiding their kids for many a year to come. I would guess though Meghan's already scheming, she's probably already planning for the day when the kids are old enough to get married, and she's going to demand that they have their weddings in Westminster Abbey. That could mean it would be the first time anyone has ever seen the kids at all. The question is, when are they going to take away the titles from Archie and DECISIVE? I mean, Harry is very dumb. I wouldn't be surprised if he forgot all about the rules for the line of succession. It's just a bizarre situation. If the two of them really do have 2 kids, why don't they want those kids to be seen at all? I mean, other than a few shots of the back of them, we never get to see a proper family photo. don't they ever go out? I mean, don't they ever go shopping? Don't they ever go to the grocery store? I mean, don't they ever go to the park? Don't they ever go on a play date with somebody? It's just weird to me that nobody in the general public has ever gotten a shot of these two. And I thought supposedly Archie went to some type of preschool. Somebody had to have seen them. Somebody would have posted a photo if the children were ever seen. And the two of them take so many trips away from home, and it seems like they never have their kids with them. It's all just so bizarre. And another weird thing is that when Meghan and Harry were enjoying dinner with the Fosters in Montecito, the waitress overheard David Foster ask Meghan and Harry about Archie, and then Harry's reply was, "Don't even go there." Well, if this is true, I mean, how strange is that? Parents usually love to talk about their kids. Most people with young kids just won't shut up about them. And especially considering that Catherine Foster was expecting her first child, this situation makes no sense. I don't know, the whole situation is just a big mess if you ask me. But one very strange thing is that in spite of claims that the Queen and Charles met in Elizabeth at their respective homes last June, and in spite of Harry's description of said meetings in his book Spare, the official record of the Queen's meetings and visits in the last months of her life show that her last meeting with Harry was actually in April when he was on his way to The Hague. Sometimes truth really can be stranger than fiction. And the latest report about the kids happened when police were called to the McMansion because they reported an intruder. Now, apparently, Meghan asked one of the policemen, "And what if there had been children here?" or something to that effect. Well, people are considering that to be proof that there are no children living there. And this came out of Meghan's own mouth as well. So if these children are real, why has nobody, not even the neighbors, seen them? Why has nobody even seen any sign that there are children? There's no swing set, there are no climbing frames, no toys, no tricycles out there, no genuine, authentic photos of the real kids. The photos that Meghan and Harry have released have been proven to be other people's kids. Those kids are not Archie and Elizabeth. So sometimes Meghan and Harry have used Bryn Gringus' son Gavin, photographed as Archie, and then Stasi Schroeder's daughter Hartford was shown as Lilibet. Other times they've used a child model like the Toothopia child from the poster advertising a pediatric dental company in New York and girls from children's clothing catalogs. And all photos they release are always heavily photoshopped. And it doesn't seem like either of them can even remember how old the kids supposedly are. One weird thing, too, that I can't get over is how the day that Archie was supposedly born, Harry was talking about how amazing it was, how much he had changed in 2 weeks. And then when somebody asked Meghan how old Elizabeth was, Meghan said a year and a couple of months. No. There is no mother of a young child who says that. Any mother knows exactly how old her child is. And it seems like they can't even remember when Archie's birthday is. So last year, for example, Harry was out playing polo all day. He was not with Archie on his special day. And this year, Meghan was busy hiking so that she could get her photo published, when in fact she should have been at home celebrating her son's birthday. Pretty much all of the negativity towards them has come from the completely unnecessary secrecy regarding these invisible children. Secrecy over anything is always going to give rise to conspiracy theories. Wouldn't it be easier for Harry and Meghan to just be transparent about these kids, to give out a few photos now and again? Catherine and William do that, and it's not like they have any problems with the media or the paparazzi. And you, what do you think about them? Please tell me your opinion below in the comments section. If you think my video is useful, remember to like and share it with your friends and relatives who would enjoy it anytime you want.